Okay, my name is Johannes Mwita. I'm a pastor with the Free Pentecostal Church of Tanzania, based in Dar es Salaam. But I also do some development work with different organizations here in East Africa, consulting in management. And currently, I'm an appointed facilitator for the new strategic plan for the church for the next 10 years. And I was invited to come to this conference to listen and be able to participate in the conversation in a mind that it can help me be able to integrate it into our new plan, the ideas which are coming out. One of the things that has come up in this conversation, this conference, is the discussion on human rights and church relations. And we were discussing about the issues of homosexuality, church-state relations, and all these kind of things. And we were thinking that the issue of homosexuality has been given a greater coverage over and above other main issues of importance in the church. And it has divided the church very much. We don't have any single position among us here in the south as well as in the north. Another thing we discussed was where should the church draw the line in participating in the state, church and state relationships. We said that the church cannot ignore its role in the state. The church has got a role to play in the political process of a country, of a society, but with a limited participation. We are supposed to be ready to advise the governments, advise the political systems, how best they can be able to lead our people, be able to correct the church, be able to pray for it, and all these kind of things, but with a limited participation. And so these are things that we are talking about. And on the question of human rights, we thought that the church should approach human rights issues that we have today in society from the biblical point of view. You know, human rights, as it is discussed out of the church, does not have any barriers, any boundaries. But we in the church should have boundaries which are confined within the biblical understanding of human rights. But we cannot shy away from discussing human rights. Human rights according to the will of God, human rights according to the way the Bible is teaching us to approach them. So those are some of the things which came up in our discussions. And one thing that we discussed was about the future of such a process, the future of our partnerships between the North and the South. We are having a trend, a very positive trend in Tanzania among the Pentecostal churches with our partners in the North, in Sweden. Some initiatives which have taken place in Tanzania, rather in East Africa, among the Pentecostals, like restructuring of our Pentecostal movement. The same thing is now happening in Sweden. They are doing the same thing, like we are now talking about uniting our churches in one country rather than being separated as we used to be in the past. The same thing is being discussed in Sweden. So we see there's a positive trend whereby we are having mutual learning between us partners. They taught us a lot, we learned a lot from them. Now they are learning from us. What we do here in the south in Tanzania, they adopt it, they are trying to apply it in their own context. This is very, very interesting, very, very positive. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.